the process where I left off at. He's sleeping. I want to catch him out there.
All right, Hector, thanks a lot. Now let's go up to the man in the catbird seat, Al Bernstein.
All right, thank you, Tony. You've met all our broadcasters now, and you've seen why Hector Macho Camacho will certainly make Mr. Blackwell's list next year. Well, we're going to kick things off with a couple of junior welterweights. Let's look at the tail of the tape as we take a look at Sal Lopez and Jermal Corbin, a couple of fighters who are good young prospects. You see a big reach and height advantage will go to Corbin, who, by the way, is a stablemate of Ivan Robinson. The rules here in New Jersey that will govern these two fighters: 10-point must system, 3 knockdown rule is in effect, the standing 8 count is also in effect, a bell cannot save the boxer in any round, and the doctor or the referee can't stop the bout at any point. So all that's left is to get to boxing. And as you look at this crowd that is filling up the Atlantic City Convention Center, we are set to go. Let's go down to the center of the ring, and first we'll go down to Bob and Dave at ringside.
All right, thank you very much, Al Bernstein. We are getting set for the start of tonight's fight, and both fighters have made their way into the ring. And it's time for the ring records. The fighters' records are brought to you by The Ring, the Bible of boxing. Jermal Corbin, 8-0 with 7 knockouts, as Al mentioned, in the Ivan Robinson camp out of Philadelphia. And a hot prospect is Corbin. There's Sal Lopez out of Old Bridge, New Jersey. He is 14-1-1 with 9 knockouts. He was scheduled to fight Olympian Vernon Forrest. Forrest suffered a broken hand, so he draws Jermal Corbin tonight. Now time for the ring introductions. Here's our ring announcer, Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Convention Hall here in Atlantic City, New Jersey, where tonight, Main Events Monitor, in association with your undisputed, undefeated King of Beers, Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Present an evening of professional boxing for you and Jermal Lathan.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and the bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets wriggling their bombs bursting in and gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free. I said, oh, the land of the free, and the home of the
The Lathan brothers from the Atlantic City Police Department, Harold Jr. and Jermal. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we go to our first bout of the evening, scheduled for 8 rounds. This is in the junior welterweight division. When the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, referee Earl Morton. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks and weighing in at 137 pounds. From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, he brings an undefeated record of 8-0, 7 by KO. Ladies and gentlemen, Rattlesnake Jermal Corbin. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the white trimmed in red, weighing in at 141.5 pounds. He comes to us from Old Bridge, New Jersey with a record of 14-1 with 1 draw, 9 KOs. Introducing Sizzling Lopez.
Instructions are one thing. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves and good luck.
We are set for tonight's first bout. Let's take a look at the judges who will be governing this first bout of the evening. Eugene Grant from Plainfield, New Jersey, Eva Shane from Fort Lee, and Gene Williams from Atlantic City, New Jersey. And we are all set, and round number 1 is underway. This one's scheduled for 8 rounds in the junior welterweight division. Sal Lopez against Jermal Corbin.
Well, Bob, Jermal Corbin has to get off to a very fast start in this bout. We mentioned earlier 4 rounds is the most he's ever been. Lopez has had 4 6-rounders, 2 8-rounders, and 1 10-round bout. So for him, distance is a key.
There is one common opponent for both fighters, Eddie Mercedes, in which Corbin won a majority decision, and Lopez had a loss and a draw. And Lopez goes down, and they're calling it a knockdown.
Corbin is a fast starter, key to him in this bout, and Lopez gets up and shows his gloves, and now let's see how he reacts to this. He's not bothered at all, lands a right hand over the top, and Corbin is going for the kill. Nice shot.
Down goes Lopez again. 3 knockdown rule is in effect, and plenty of time to go here in round 1.
And certainly no gray area about that. Corbin with that lightning quick start again. Now he could try to put this away.
Well, he likes to use that hook. He's like a young Tommy Hearns as far as his stature, and he fires off a right hand that nearly put Lopez out.
Lopez better buy some time here. He'd like to curl up and get inside, hold on, but this is really bombs away from both guys. Lopez trying to win the battle of left hooks, and he's not doing it.
And Corbin using that lead right hand as well, feeling very confident, knowing that he has Lopez hurt.
Lopez not reacting like he should have, veteran when he's hurt. Very close to going down there for a 3rd time, and he has a lot of time to get by in this round.
Or on the flip side, Corbin has a lot of time to put him away. Lopez has been down twice in this first round.
Lopez cannot get away from that left hook at all. He'll try to smother here if he wants to get through this first round. Get inside, tie up. No matter how ugly Lopez can make it for himself, if he does, it might help, but he's on the outside. He doesn't want this.
And Corbin has done a good job of keeping Lopez pinned against the ropes and making him pay. Just missed with an uppercut.
Lopez trying to do some of the things there to get him through this round and hoping he can come back with a fresh start, but Corbin has been a quick starter as advertised.
Many feel that Corbin will grow into this body. Weighed in at 137 pounds at 5'11".
You can see a couple of weight classes in him if you wouldn't even want to come to welterweight.
Well, Lopez does score near the end of this first round, but he went to the canvas twice in a good first round for Jermal Corbin as Lopez finds his way back to his corner.
Here's the first knockdown so early in the bout. Lopez leaning in. Corbin looks for the opening, the jab. Comes down in here a little bit. There's your knockdown, and off to the corner goes Corbin. This one, no doubt about it. Good left hooks, following with the right hand. Lopez still a little bit wobbly. The big left hook by Corbin knocks him into the canvas there. Corbin's left hook, the dramatic factor in round one, and throws it like a proven veteran there.
Jabs in round one, Dave Bontempo.
Lopez only 2 of 8. Corbin 8 of 25. Not a big percentage, but it set up his hooks. So Corbin literally doing that with his left hand in round one.
We begin round number 2. Now, how would you score that round with 2 knockdowns?
A 10-7 round. You get 10-8 for one knockdown, 10-7 for the 2. So Lopez really has an uphill battle. He'll be lucky simply to survive these early rounds here.
Yeah, Lopez wobbly again as he hit in the back of the ear. And Corbin so far has just come out and dictated all the terms in this fight. Corbin in the black, Lopez in the white and red.
A key factor for Corbin, if he can maintain this blazing start, even if the fight goes into the territory that Lopez wants, maybe Corbin can have such a big lead it will be enough. For him, the first couple rounds of this fight are huge.
Good chopping right hand by Corbin. He's beating Lopez to the punch on the inside, and that's not always easy for a guy with long arms.
Especially when the fact that Lopez wants this fight on the inside, wants to come in and press here. That's where Lopez simply has to win this fight.
Break out, break! Step out, step out.
Corbin landing some body shots as well. Well, Lopez has done a better job of at least staying tight to Corbin.
You see, he's tying up a little bit more here in round 2, making sure that he's got everything covered, and when Corbin gets on the outside, he does his best work.
Round number 2, approaching 1 minute to go, and so far, Jermal Corbin has been very impressive so far, Dave Bontempo.
Outside doing very well, Bob. The left hook has been the decisive weapon. Lopez doing a better job in this round, getting closer. First thing is that he's not being discouraged as much on the outside. Lopez lands a nice left hook. Lopez has to make himself a small target here. Bob and weave, get down low and pound the body.
As Al Bernstein mentioned at the top, as Lopez eats a right hand, and now Corbin with a good combination, and Lopez is hurt. Plenty of time to go in round 2.
Lopez was having a pretty good second round before then, but Corbin simply explosive, and Lopez with nowhere to go.
And just when it looked like Lopez was finding a little bit of a rhythm, Dave, Corbin put an end to that.
As soon as you mentioned Al Bernstein's name, Corbin came on like a flash.
Well, Al mentioned early on, over 10,000 people here tonight. Lopez sold a lot of tickets from Old Bridge, New Jersey, but right now those fans have had nothing to cheer about. And round 2 is in the books. It has been all Jermal Corbin. Butch Cathy in his corner.
No. The guy is losing his fighting, man. He ain't no dead man, so keep your hands up and you stay focused out there on this guy, all right? Everything is gonna come off your jab, nice, man. Off the jab. Don't be trying to hit this guy and hit him out with one shot. Open combinations, you gonna bust him over, hurt him up. Okay?
Go off the jab, all right? And go off the jab, all right? If you don't rope, you go off the jab. Don't go in and throw the left hook. Go off the jab on him.
Nice combinations, you know what I mean? Off your jab. Look for your uppercuts on the inside.
All right, everybody,
I want to see a little bit more body work, man.
Corbin taking over the momentum late in round 2 from the outside. Strong right hand getting in. Good combinations, driving Lopez back, and gave Corbin the ring.
And round number 3 is underway. Jermal Corbin against Sal Lopez. These are junior welterweights. This one scheduled for 8, and Corbin has been in total control. And Lopez known as an aggressive fighter, Dave, and Corbin has just taken that away from him.
He certainly did in the first round, and in round 2, Lopez got what he wanted, started to penetrate closer inside, then he found the dilemma that Corbin could fight it that way. Nonetheless, Lopez is not to be discouraged. He's going to come in here and try to win the fight according to the blueprint.
Well, the scouting report on Corbin, because of his size and the fact that he is lanky, they don't think he's strong, but he is. He has deceptive power, and we've seen it so far with Lopez going down twice in that first round.
And the key for Lopez is to see about the balance of Corbin, and again, try to get this thing into the later rounds of the fight. There you see that uppercut attempted here, and the nice hooks coming around by Lopez. He seems to be finding himself, and we'll see if Corbin takes it away like he did in round 2.
Corbin doing a good job of blocking a lot of those punches. Remember, Corbin's 20 years of age, and you have to wonder if after the early success he had in this fight that he might get a little bit lazy, a little sloppy.
And something else to consider too, all of his opponents have gone out early in the fight. His average length of a fight is 2 rounds. Now he's in with somebody who has managed barely to survive and will throw some more at him.
He's only gone 3 or more rounds, says Corbin. Twice. Lopez doing some nice work on the inside.
This is what he started to do in round 2, but Corbin answered immediately. To Lopez's credit, he's gone right back to it and trying to wear Corbin down, and he's having some success here.
Good combination in the right hand, and Corbin might be hurt a bit. It started with a left and right on the inside, straight in.
Lopez pounding the body here, going right for the head, hoping that Corbin gets tired here.
And a right cross also found the mark. So Sal Lopez has turned this around after getting pounded in round 1 and beaten in round 2.
And we talked about in the open, fighters who have been used to winning, both are going to enjoy their moments in this fight. Lopez now fighting like he thinks he's got a beat on Corbin.
And he ripped off a right hand, and Corbin's legs wobble.
Corbin is tired here. He expended quite a bit of energy in the first 2 rounds. Now being asked to stand up, and some of those body shots by Lopez, if he stays active long enough in this fight, will pay some dividends.
We come to the end of round 3, a very good round for sizzling Sal Lopez, who ends it with a right hand. Tony Page is back in the locker room with merciless Ray Mercer. Tony?
Ready is nothing else. We have to be generous. But I'm saying, watching fights on TV and talking to you, I'm all right.
Evander brings out the best in guys. Looks like he's going to bring out the best in him. KO4.
Yes, for a longer last, I don't think checking these little gloves out. I don't think I'm going to go 10 rounds. I don't think I'm going down either.
So that's a hell of a night, I think.
A short one, hopefully.
Thanks a lot, Ray. Back to Bob at ringside.
We're getting set for the start of round 4, as you heard from Ray Mercer. And Sal Lopez with a very good round 3, and Jermal Corbin hung up.
Lopez was 42 for 85, and that was 49% for Lopez, his highest percentage in this fight. And Corbin slipping a bit, 51 punches. It's the first time he's been outclassed from a volume and a quality standpoint in this bout.
And Lopez doing work on the inside.
Well, Corbin now is at a crossroads round because he wants to take away what Lopez just gained. So far, it's been interesting because both fighters have gone back and forth, established some turf in this bout. Lopez has started to master getting inside and getting some good work in there.
Yeah, he's used some body shots to slow Corbin down, and there's a right hand by Corbin, but he's lost a lot of zip on his punches, Dave.
And we're on the brink of calling this a trend here. Remember in round 2, Lopez was doing much the same, except for Corbin stopped him in his tracks with a big flurry of punches which took away the round. But since then, Lopez has gotten inside, ducked up and under, good left hooks to the body, really ripped Corbin there.
Yeah, you know, Corbin blocked the lead punches to the head with his hands, but he left the body wide open. Lopez made him pay.
And Corbin, conversely, has not been making Lopez pay when Lopez has been missing. Lopez really found something to the body in the last round, and he keeps at it here.
There's the combination, started with an uppercut. You know what happened here? Corbin's legs are shot right now. He's just leaning forward, and he is primed for an uppercut or a lead right.
We talked last round about how tight he was. And the tall, lanky frame, always the question of the legs, will they hold you up? And Lopez intending to find out.
There's the uppercut. Boy, if Lopez puts something on that, Corbin could be in deep trouble.
He is starting to put more and more on it. And whatever happens, this is not the way Corbin ought to be fighting. He's not an off-the-ropes type guy, and he is really getting it taken to him here. This can have no strategy for Corbin whatsoever.
There's a right hand. Should Lopez start loading up? He's starting, putting more on it.
Back southpaw a little bit. Everything is landing.
Corbin is not using his hands, and Lopez has Corbin hurt here in round 4.
No knockdown, but almost the case for a 10-8 round here. The way Lopez has utterly taken control.
Is Lopez being too patient, or is he conserving his energy?
Hey, he's got a long fight. He knows that the later rounds should belong to him. After all, he's been 8 rounds. He's been 10. He can just as easily get a knockout next round.
Another uppercut. A left. And Jermal Corbin, who's undefeated, does not look good after that blistering first round in which he knocked Lopez down twice. Corbin has just stopped fighting, and I would think you have to credit the body work of Sal Lopez. Another impressive round for Lopez.
Talking to you, man. Look at me for a second. What are you doing? Where are you? Look at me. Do you want to continue? Huh? Okay. Okay. That's it. That's it.
And the fight has been stopped. The doctor came over, took a look at Jermal Corbin. He was not throwing any punches, and Sal Lopez is your winner.
Severe exhaustion there in the final round by Corbin. This is a good call. Yes, he's ahead in the card, but Lopez, 121 punches in round 4. We thought it was a lot in round 3 that he had 85. He continued to load up. Corbin sliding down to 25 punches in round 4. Corbin, simply, we talked about at the beginning, he's an early round fighter. He nearly won the bout in round 1. But when Lopez got out of that early difficulty, it became more and more Lopez's fight.
So Sal Lopez gets his 15th win, and it was uppercuts and right hands in round number 4 that turned the tide. Remember, Lopez had gone down twice in the first round.
Lopez digging here, finally finding a way to wing it, the uppercuts. Corbin not firing back at all. He is totally spent. Everything went into the first couple rounds of this fight. From a conditioning standpoint, Corbin is at the wall here. Never been more than 4. Lopez, who had the tough first round, knowing the later rounds would be his, unleashed everything. And Lopez puts the exclamation point here, everything on it. And for Jermal Corbin, simply a case of severe exhaustion. He had been to the top of his wall, and he could not fight anymore.
So Sal Lopez gets his 15th win and the first loss of Jermal Corbin's career after the blistering start. That was it, and Lopez just took over down the stretch. Now for the official time of the stoppage, our ring announcer, Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Earl Morton, acting on the advice of attending physician ringside Dr. Ken Remsen, calls a halt to the bout. The official time comes at the end of round 4. The winner by TKO victory, his record now 15-1, 10 KOs, sizzling Sal Lopez.
Sal Lopez told the ringside physicians, we've been informed, that he was exhausted, and that's when the decision was made to stop the fight.
Well, Corbin certainly looked exhausted, and everything in that round suggested it. He was being honest, and a good, smart call. He took so many more punches, and Lopez got out of his early problem, won the fight in the fashion that it was set up for him to do.
Let's send you back upstairs to Al Bernstein. Al?
Well, thank you, Bob. As you take a look at the CompuBox numbers, Lopez, who was down twice in the first round and had a dismal first 2 rounds, came on very strong, especially in the 3rd and 4th rounds when Corbin just laid against the ropes. And anytime you lay in 48%, as Sal Lopez did, you're going to do pretty good in a boxing match. So that our first fight is history. Sal Lopez in something of an upset, because Jermal Corbin, a stablemate of Ivan Robinson, thought to be an up-and-comer at 8-0. Not to say that he still isn't, but clearly, as Dave Bontempo suggested, he's going to have to work on his stamina and see if he can get into the later rounds after he gets those great early starts. Now, a reminder that later on, we're going to have the Evander Holyfield-Ray Mercer fight. A small tidbit about Evander Holyfield. He weighed in at 209 pounds for this match. That is actually the lightest he has weighed in at since he fought Riddick Bowe in their second fight. Holyfield has been saying to the press primarily that he's going to box, and that's why his weight is low. But we would remind you that when he fought Bowe that first time, he did not box as well as he might, and that is why he lost in that match.